Hey guys, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. Today we've got a 3 versus 3 online commentary for Rome Total War. This is going to be 31k rules as always, and I've been joined alongside Hannibal Barker and Zerberus, and we're going to be fighting together, us three, against some really good class players. We're playing against Spartan Leonidas, Greek-Leonidas even. He's an old school 31k member from the Greeks clan. It's rare to see him online, and it's an absolute treat to be playing him online. And we've got Steve Longshanks of the Brotherhood clan, and last but not least we have got Marcus from the King's clan. So we've got some really great 31k players. We've got some really old school 31k players who've been playing the game for a long time. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. What I'm going to do quickly is just outline the build to let you know exactly what we've got. I've gone for your standard Rome build, which consists of 14 urbans and 6 Praetorian cav. And then we've got Hannibal Barker. Now Hannibal Barker's pretty much gone for an SR build. And what I say by SR build, if you watch some of my earlier videos, SR is a guy that plays 31k online. He always goes for a similar build, which consists heavy cav, lots of archers and infantry to hold. And that's exactly what Hannibal Barker's done. He's gone for 6 pretty much maxed out cataphracts, probably 5 maxed out archers, and then he's got a bunch of infantry. And this infantry isn't going to do much. It's pretty much a stalling block to try and help out whenever it can. And that consists of, have a quick little glance, 2 silver shield legionaries, and I believe probably 7 or 9 long shields pikemen. As I say, they're probably all gold. They're not going to have super upgrades because all of the money is being pumped into these cataphracts. And then if you have a quick look at Zerberus, he's gone for 5 Praetorian cav, 13 urbans and 2 archers. And let's have a quick look at Greek Leonidas. He has gone for 12 gold Spartans, and then it looks like he's got 8 Cretan archers, which look like they could be gold attack. If we have a little glance at Marcus, Marcus has gone for 5 cav, Praetorian cav, 1 general, 2 archers, and then the rest urban cohort. Let's have a little glance at good old Longshanks. He's gone for 6 cav, looks like 13 urbans and 1 legendary first cohort. So let's have a little look to see what happens. Now the whole point about Hannibal's build is that what he's going to try and do is he's going to swing his cav around to the flank and try and do a lot of skirmishing with his archers, which is a good tactic. For you guys who've been watching 31k games online on YouTube, there's a player called Mussolini, and he had some great 31k games on his channel. He did a really good match where he did a 1 versus 1 as the Seleucids. He was the Seleucids versus Rome, and he went for a very similar build. All he did was to basically out-skirmish the opponent, and that's basically what Hannibal Barker is going to try to do. He's going to try and get his archers into range, and then he's basically going to try and out-skirmish and get as many shots as he possibly can, potentially using his cataphracts as bait to try and draw the other guys into either a cav fight or potentially draw the infantry away from the rest of the army. One thing that Leonidas really needs to do, because he's got the better archers at the end of the day, I think he really needs to capitalise on this and use his Cretans to really try and gun down these archers. Because once these archers are gunned down, and when these cataphracts have been gunned down, that's going to pretty much knock out the Seleucid player, because his infantry isn't really going to do much. And you can tell that Hannibal Barker's basically going to be doing all of his micromanagement with these troops, because he's left all of his infantry right at the back there. Everything, all his concentration is going to go into trying to work out what to do with these cataphracts and what to do with these archers. So you can see these archers are shooting these Spartans. The Spartans are trying to push back these cataphracts, and then these Spartans are going to try and push back these cav units here. So Leonidas has got his guys spread out at the moment. Again, it's just a case of trying to push us back to make sure that these Romans, his Scipii allies, the Blue Romans that is, can merge together and work together as a team to potentially take out one of our guys. So Zerberus is sending his guys out here. Now you can see his guys are out of formation at the moment. They're going to be really vulnerable for a flank charge. Now I believe, if you have a look here, Scipii players, both Steve Longshanks and KING-MARKUS, have noticed this, that he's all on his own, and my infantry units are coming up on the rear there, my cavalry's behind, but what they're going to try and do is do a slice charge and try and mass rout Zerberus' forces here. Now this is a really risky tactic, because you can see they're going in, he's aggressively pushed forward, it's caused a few of the units to rout, and again they're keeping pushing forward. But what's going to happen now, I'm now going to go in for a counter charge with my guys. I'm going to try and hit some of these infantry units that are running forwards. Because I'm going in for counter charge, as you can see I've already caused a bit of a chain rout there. My infantry are now coming into support. I'm now going to pull my cav out. Now at this stage Marcus is still advancing forward. Now I don't know if this is a glitch, but if you can see all of his guys are just running forward, and because all of his guys now got bunched up, you'll see this nice little cav charge. So my guys are going to come in, Zerberus' guys are going to come in, and you'll see exactly what happens when 11 Praetorian cav charge straight into a cluster of urbans. It's going to be a mass rout. Here we go. All those white flags. My guys are just going to crush straight through. And that's pretty much the majority of Marcus's infantry all wiped out. Now, sorry about that, but on this side, what's happened is Marcus, or Steve Longshanks even, and GREEK-LEIONIDAS has managed to actually catch up with these cataphracts and actually cause them to rout. So the general from the Seleucids is now being routed. This is going to drop them around for all of their units.
The enemy general flees.
But what will happen is that some of these cataphracts will come back because these guys are just incredibly upgraded. So although they are winded and they are down to 29, they will come back. So although it looks like it's a 3 versus 2, it's pretty much a 2 versus 2 at this stage, because Hannibal Barcus lost his cataphracts, and that's basically what the killing force is of the Seleucids. So the only thing that the Hannibal Barca can do at the moment is pray that these cataphracts come back. And I was going to bring in his infantry, and they're just going to act as a bit of a stalling and try and prevent these units here, all these Spartans and all these urbans, from ganging up on Zerberus. So here we go. We can see that Leonidas is doing a lot of good kills at the moment. He's got his guys into a good formation. The Spartans should be able to beat these urbans 1 versus 1. Looking at their stats, they've got a great attack, especially when they're gold. They should be able to munch through these guys, and that's basically what they're doing at the moment. Although it looks like there's a lot of Senates, purple Romans, these Greeks should be able to take out a good chunk of Zerberus' forces. And you can see Zerberus' forces starting to rout because these Spartans are just so much better at the end of the day. But one thing that we have got on our side is that we've got all of these archers from the Seleucid player, Hannibal Barca, shooting into the back of these Spartans. So that's going to be lowering their morale at the end of the day. Now, one thing that I was posted about, if you have a quick look at GREEK-LEIONIDAS, he's got the better archers at the end of the day, but these archers, he's got about 8 units of them. He should be using these units to try and help out his ally, potentially shoot my cav, or better still kill these archers here. But it looks like these archers are just basically in skirmish mode, so they're being chased back by Hannibal Barca. Hannibal Barca's only got probably about 8 cav units in that 1 unit there. I'm sure if all of these archers were to go in and go for an ult attack, they should be able to beat these cataphracts at the end of the day, because these cataphracts are very tired. Again, these archers are too far back. They should really be closer, helping out the allies here. What we've managed to do though, I've managed to swing my cavalry around the back, and so has Zerberus. So we've now managed to actually encircle a lot of Steve Longshanks' forces. Some of these cataphracts have now come back, and we're going to try and beat
Our
back
allies have lost their
these
leader.
Scipii.
This turn of events may make them lose heart.
And once we've beaten them back, we should be able to sneak our cavalry into the back and try and do some nice little charges in the back of these Spartans. You can see Steve Longshank's done a really good job here. He's blocking off Zerberus from getting around the flank. He's going to probably charge these guys over here to try and block this flank here to prevent my guys from sneaking in. I've seen this gap, so I'm going to send my infantry units around the side here. I'm going to try and get them around these pike units. I'm also going to send all my cav units into this little cluster here to try and cause a slight rout, to try and get some of my cav units to hit these Spartans in the back. But some of my guys have been snagged up on Steve Longshank's infantry, and that's caused them to rout. I have managed to get one cav unit in the back there. They've charged in heroically. They have lost a lot of their units, but they've managed to get one of these Spartans to rout. Because one of those Spartans have routed, I've now managed to swing in the rest of my infantry here. You can see they're coming in around the back. We're going to cause a bit of an encirclement on the Greek general. So we should be able to kill this Greek general at any stage. As you can see, my guys now encircling around the back. In comes Steve Longshanks. He's going to try and support this flank here to make sure that these Scipii guys don't get isolated. But Hannibal Barca is now going to switch his arrow fire right into the back of these Scipii units. It's going to drop them out even more. I'm surprised these Spartans are still actually hanging in there, considering got all of these urbans which are surrounding them. Some of my guys are tired, some of them are winded, but I've managed to encircle all of these Spartans, so we should be able to cause them to rout. Now that the general has died, that's going to swing it even more in our favour. Although Steve Longshanks has got a couple of units left, we're not really going to do too much damage. A lot of Steve Longshanks guys have been over here killing these Seleucid player, Hannibal Barca. As I say, Hannibal Barca is pretty much down to nothing. He's got a couple of infantry units left, but they're going to do little to nothing. A lot of his kills are actually coming from these archers. It'd be interesting to see actually how many kills, if I could actually see that these archers have clocked up, because they've pretty much been relentlessly shooting the backs of the enemy since the beginning of the actual battle.
Press forward so the spirit of
And
his
Steve
army is
Longshanks'
broken
general
too.
is now routed. Looks like that's pretty much it all wrapped up. Let's put it into double speed now and just finish this game off. So yeah, I was really surprised about the Greek-Leonidas. He had loads of archers, but some of his archers got chased off the battlefield. So you can see these guys are pretty much intact, but they never really got into the battle at the end of the day. They're going to get off a few kills to try and kill some of these cataphracts, but they're not really going to do too much damage at the end of the day. Look here, Steve Longshanks has now sent in a few of his infantry units. Again, I'm surprised that these guys were so far away. See, this unit's down to 70, so it's pretty much a full urban unit, but never really got engaged into the battle. Greek-Leonidas has now admitted defeat. It's just now what's his face, Steve Longshanks that's now left. He's got one unit of urbans. Let's triple speed this now. He's going to charge his guys in here to try and take out some of these units. These guys are now going to heroically charge right into these archer units. He's going to kill these archer units, but then he's going to charge into these urbans, and he won't have enough power to actually munch through those. So it's a clear victory at the end of the day, but it really could have gone either way at the end of the day. Once Hannibal had lost his cataphracts, I actually thought that we were going to lose that. And to be honest, at the beginning of the game, I thought that the other team did have the stronger build, because Greek-Leonidas had the Spartans, and really, I think he may have actually, in a 1 versus 1, should have been able to beat Hannibal Barca. But hats off to Hannibal Barca. He did a lot of good skirmishing with his archer units. He managed to clock up a load of kills, so he played exceptionally well. Well played to everybody at the end of the day. Let's have a quick little glance at the kills. I've got in just over 1,600 kills. Zerberus got in nearly 1,500 kills, as did Greek-Leonidas. Steve Longshanks, just about 1,500 kills. And then Hannibal Barca got in the least amount of kills. Sorry, he got in second to last at 931 kills. Sadly, the last position for kills goes to KING-MARKUS, and that's basically because his guys got mass routed at the beginning. And it was a combination of probably maybe a slight glitch that went on there, but he probably shouldn't have engaged his units to try and chase Zerberus. It looked like he was trying to mass route Zerberus, but when he did that, he lost control, and then he left himself vulnerable for a charge for myself and Zerberus's cav. But it's really well played at the end of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll have a little glance at the kills and see basically who actually clocked in the kills at the end of the day. If we have a look at myself and Zerberus, looks like most of the kills came from the Praetorian cav for Zerberus, and for myself it was a mixture between Praetorian cav and urban, so nicely spread out at the end of the day. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. I hope to catch you guys soon, and thanks so much for sticking with me all this time. Hope you guys enjoy it. And by the way, just one last shout out to GREEK-LEIONIDAS. For you guys who are new to the channel, you won't notice this, but my banner and my icon have recently changed. I'd like to give GREEK-LEIONIDAS a big shout out, because he was actually the first guy that designed my initial banner for my channel, and he made it look really cool, so I really do appreciate that, GREEK-LEIONIDAS. If you're watching this, thanks so much for helping me out at the beginning when it came to creating this channel. I hope you're well, and again guys, thank you so much for checking out the videos and channel. I'll catch you soon on the next replay. Okay, bye now.